I do YouTube full-time, and you might be surprised to hear that a lot of my videos do not perform very well. Only a few months ago from right now, my ad revenue would be considered bad. And during this time, I had told myself that I need to squeeze out one video a week for the main channel, and it was exhausting. I was at an all-time low and I nearly quit YouTube twice. So, jump to now, 4 of my most recent videos are all performing pretty well, and all of them are nearly a month apart. My ad revenue is the best it's actually ever been. I've moved out by myself, and dare I say it, I'm generally quite happy? I know, good for me, right? But what changed? My expectations of what being a YouTuber looked like have always been awesome experiences, traveling the world, insane parties, and the hottest and most attractive friends imaginable. Yeah, let's just stay here for a while. This is nice. Nah, fuck it. The truth is, it's pretty lonely.
Now don't get me wrong, being able to tell someone that you do YouTube as a full-time job is a pretty sweet conversation to have. But come crunch time, YouTube is gonna test your steel. For real. So let's have a real life conversation about what it's like to be a Z-list YouTuber who isn't quite famous, yet it's their full-time job. And yeah, hopefully you'll learn something, and it'll be fun. We're gonna have a great time together. You have to have over 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time, no strikes on the channel, and finally, all of this has to be done within a 12-month window. So how much money do I make? Oh, f***. I make roughly £900 a month through YouTube ad revenue alone. And listen, that is it's not that much. I'm aware that a lot of you might think,
oh, that's a lot of dough.
When you're 25 and you want to move out, it's not a lot of dough. The reason I'm able to move out is because of things like sponsorships and affiliate links and other things that I'm doing around the channel. It's nothing to do with YouTube itself. YouTube is a nice thing to have, definitely. £900 a month does not go to waste. But this was a lot worse when I started. I was averaging around £300 to £400 a month. So how could I make it a full-time job? The main things that I've learned when it comes to money is to look at the RPM. The CPM is the cost per mil, which essentially is the amount of money that YouTube makes out of the amount of views you get. And then RPM is the amount that you're making out of how much YouTube makes. It's the portion of the CPM that they give you. In terms of money, that is the most important analytic that I look at. There are a lot of factors when it comes to RPM. We're talking audience location, the type of content that you're watching. Essentially what's happening is YouTube is playing ads for the audience members that it thinks it's appropriate for.
Want a break from the ads?
So if I'm watching a YouTube channel which is dedicated to money, then YouTube is probably going to play me ads to money apps or something like that. PayPal and shit like this. These are high-paying adverts. Therefore, the people making those videos within those niches are gonna make more money. The RPM is gonna be through the roof compared to something like a gaming channel when they're just playing Raid Shadow Legends adverts. So really, the goal is, if you wanna make money just on YouTube, you're gonna have to get over 100,000 views per video, and you're probably gonna wanna upload about once a week. And then maybe you'll have just about enough to survive this day and age. Next point. Hello. Let's go through a list of things that I make money from. Sponsorships, affiliate links, website. I'm going to talk about sponsorships in the next segment, but affiliate links, pretty simple. Anyone can set up an affiliate link. You just need the audience to sell it to. I haven't made all that much out of affiliate links other than towards the beginning of my YouTube career. I started trying to push the Adobe Premiere Pro affiliate link that I've got in my description. That started to go pretty well at some point when the how-to videos started popping up. They give you a pretty good commission, and obviously Premiere Pro and the Creative Cloud apps are not cheap and they're monthly. It's worked out pretty well for me and everyone gets something out of it. It's a win-win. So yeah, in terms of figures, I used to make anywhere from £300 to £800 a month just on the Adobe affiliate links alone. Right now that's not so much because I'm not pushing it so much, but the link is always in the description. That is just something I think everyone should have if you are looking to make money on YouTube. My descriptions used to be absolute trash. They used to be just a clusterfuck of random shit, talking about the video, just awful. But recently, after a phone call with Ed from Film Booth, he asked me, how the hell do I pay you? And he meant that in the most basic way, which was, how can I support you as a creator? A lot of people want to do that. He looked at my description nothing there. I made it so fucking hard for people to find a way to just support me and get something back. So now I have this brand new shiny description, which has got a list of things that you can do and get something back from, which is just way easier. And it's just a way that I can make a little bit of money from something that you just pay for anyway. Website figures I won't go into just because it's early days and I don't want to jinx anything. So we'll just leave the figures out of it, but just know that it's done pretty well. It's allowed me to do a lot more with my channel, and I'm starting to think about expanding and making this a very full-time job. And of course, like any job, the more money that you make, the more your tax is gonna be. The tax bill, baby. Oh my God, let's talk about tax. Now, I'm from the UK, so the tax threshold is around like £12,000 or something. Once you start going over that, it goes into 20% tax. Once you go over £40,000, it goes into 40% tax. It gets a little bit crazy. So yeah, tax can get quite hefty. And if you get into that stage where you're worried about tax, you really gotta start thinking about it like a business. You know, put your business cap on and go crazy. Oh my God, it's boring. It's so boring and horrible and just demoralizing. It just ruins all motivation. Anyway, sponsors. Sponsors are a huge part of the YouTube money-making journey. In most cases, the first sponsorship you'll ever get is that jump from nothing to something. Back when I started out, I had no idea how much I should be charging for a sponsorship, what kind of money I should be seeing. So I'm just gonna tell you right now from my experiences what I was paid back in the day for my first few sponsorships. The first one I got was a gaming chair. I didn't get paid anything for it. I just got given the gaming chair. That was great. Gaming chair was fine. I also got given a watch, really random, still works. Didn't get paid for it. And then the Nvidia sponsorships, they came through and they were pretty good. I was getting paid somewhere around the £2,000 mark. And for someone like me who was surviving on about 200 to 300 pounds a month, this was pretty game changing. Suddenly going from that to £2,000 plus the YouTube ad revenue. Ridiculous. And that just suddenly made YouTube feel like it was a real job, you know what I mean? Around that time, I had just hit the 100,000 subscriber mark and I was getting paid that much, so take that as you will. But I think one of the most important things to realize is that if you're dominating a niche and you're getting a lot of engagement, then that is way more attractive to a sponsor than someone who's just getting viral videos on a whim and they're not actually engaging with the video so much. So engagement is a huge part of what sponsors look for. Now, who would I be if I wasn't gonna get a certain someone to talk about today's sponsor? And yes, this is gonna be a sponsored segment, but I want you to watch because there is something to learn here. Our special guest today has had a lot of experience with sponsorships, let me tell you that much. So have a listen to what he has to say, because you might be surprised with what you will learn. Take it away, Salesman Finn. Hello, ladies and Finns. It's me, Salesman Finn, the greatest salesman in the whole Finniverse. I have made some deals with some of the world's most influential people. And I've made sales not even you would believe. You really have no idea. When I take on sponsorships, I only think about two things. Is the money good? And is this a product that I would use myself? But today, ladies and Finns, I'm gonna tell you a story. A story about how this little Finn right here landed the best sponsorship he's ever had.
It all starts with an email. One day, a Finn with around 100k subscribers began his day of editing, only to have an email from an agent with a brand proposal for a new company who claimed to offer mainstream music to creators for one-off fees. Licked. Some context. Finn here is an avid music enjoyer, and when he was younger on his way to school in the bus, he'd listen to music and imagine stories with the songs. His imagination was vivid, which, as he grew up, would become instrumental in his career on YouTube. Get it? Instrumental. So when the deal came through, promising the use of mainstream music, the same music Lil Finn would listen to on his way to school, all without having to worry about copyright, you know damn well he took it. Finn began to get to know the team at Licked, and he went up to London to go and say hello, and he realized that this group of passionate people all had the same belief as him, making creators' lives easier. Something that Finn came to realize very quickly was that if you have a genuinely good product that you can believe in, then selling it is no problem and it won't feel wrong for the audience. And the best part about the whole thing was that Licked had an understanding that Finn knew his audience best, and they gave him the creative freedom to do virtually anything he wanted in those integrations to make it fun and engaging for the audience to watch. Like this moment here. Lick my balls! And so flourished Salesman Finn, the greatest salesperson to ever walk the Finniverse. The lesson here, there are brands and products out there that will fit your channel perfectly. And if you're patient with it, then you might just find the perfect fit, like Finn did here. And if there are any brands watching this, give your creators creative freedom. You're gonna get way more out of it. Hashtag Salesman Finn.
It gives me every time. What are you still doing here? God, I'm having a moment. I'm having a moment over here. Just get out of here. Go use my link in the description. Get 50% off your first track. It's a really good service. Go use it. Jesus. You're still here. What's going on, man? So I think that's it for the video. I've gone through essentially everything I can think of when it comes to money on YouTube. Money is a really important thing, but at the same time, if you let it get to you too much, then it can make YouTube not fun. And believe me, I've let it get to me. Strangely, it's in the times when you don't care so much about the thing that the thing starts to flourish. Exactly that has happened with my YouTube. With my more recent videos, I've been having more fun making them. I've been taking it slower, and the ad revenue has just gone up for some reason. That exact scenario obviously isn't gonna happen for everyone, but it did for me. I was initially gonna make this video about 20 minutes long, and that was gonna include everything to do with mental health as well, which is definitely something I wanna make a video on in the near future, because I finally feel pretty happy with where I am now on the YouTube journey, and I have a lot to say about my experiences, which I think some of you might find really useful. So I guess make sure you're subscribed for that, so you don't miss it. Like the video, why not? Why not, you know? You won't. But yeah, I just want to keep this chill. We're not going to do any crazy outros or anything. Definitely not. We're gonna just do a simple goodbye. I'm just going to say goodbye. That's going to be it. Nothing interesting and nothing weird going on. Just completely not. Psych, you thought? Get out of here.
'Cause I killed an MD.